What's your take on, the return of the Taliban, and is identity politics playing a role there?
Identity politics certainly played a role in Afghanistan itself. It's not really a country. It's a collection of different tribes and ethnic groups that live in a country called Afghanistan, but they're much more loyal to their particular ethnic identity. And so that is one of the reasons that it's been impossible to govern that place. Now, the question you're really asking is not about Afghanistan, it's about American identity.
It was time to end this war.
I think that it's much more a strategic decision, by the Biden administration that recognizes that this prolonged intervention was a mistake, consuming too much time and energy and attention.
What are the key factors to make one country very successful in dealing with this pandemic?
So one has to do with the degree of social trust that exists in the country. Not just China, but all of the countries in Asia, do pretty well because there is a kind of respect for government and for the state. Second factor is obviously state capacity. So in many poor countries, you don't have doctors, clinics, nurses. If you don't have that capacity, you're not going to be able to deal with a public health emergency. And I would say the final factor is the one we just talked about, which is leadership. If you have a leader that's incompetent or corrupt, you're going to not do so well.
What do you mean exactly there by using the word history and the word end?
By history, I mean the modernization process. We seem to be moving into a post-industrial era, and our political institutions have evolved as well. The question then about the end of history is, where does this process ultimately lead to? Does it lead to liberal democracy tied to a market economy, which was my argument, or is there some other model for a fully modern society that is not a liberal democracy? The only alternative model that it seems to me is plausible as an alternative is that of China. With every passing year, the China model evolves and in a sense becomes more developed.